So a buddy of mine who is a big Undertaker fan, we've been kind of going back and forth on, Undertaker matches since The Last Ride has come out, and it has been, formally, informally announced that The Undertaker is retired. So we've kind of been going back and forth on some WrestleMania matches and top fives. So I thought I would come on here and give my personal top five in the order of which I enjoyed them. I thought they were, great. I thought the story build-up was there. This is my list. It's a personal opinion list. I have 2 honorable mentions on here. I don't want to make this a long video, so I'm not going to really go long form into them, but I do want to get this out there. This is mainly just to send to him. What up, RJ? Just want to send this to him, and we can kind of continue the debate. And maybe on the flip side, we'll give the top 5 worst. So the second honorable mention, I'm going to go with WrestleMania 24 against Edge. This was for the world title. The build was there. It just kind of had a big match feel. And really the reason why I slotted this in here, more of it being a back and forth, is if you look back on his previous matches, this is the first time that Undertaker has actually won a WrestleMania match with a submission hold. He also won the world title at this one. So, it was a really, really good one to start off with. And actually, if I remember correctly, during the Last Ride, it was pitched that Edge would defeat The Undertaker there. Edge had to step in and say, no, I don't want to do this. It was either during Last Ride or it was during, I believe it was called The Second Mountain, Edge's comeback story. The first honorable mention that I'm going with is WrestleMania 30 against Brock Lesnar. Yes, I am putting this in here. I am putting this in essentially number 6, only for the fact of what could have been had Brock Lesnar not concussed The Undertaker. He has gone back and said he doesn't even know when it happened. But I'm putting this one essentially in number 6 just solely off of what could have been had, he not been concussed. We will never know. Number 5, I'm going with WrestleMania 14 against Kane. This, if I remember correctly and memory serves me right, this was the start of Kane. This was Kane versus Undertaker 1 on a big match feel. This is really the start of the brother. The build of this was, I'm your long lost brother. I'm coming back to hurt you. And everything was there. And maybe, and I'm sure somebody will correct me, maybe this was the turn of Paul Bearer on The Undertaker, or maybe it had already happened. Number 4, I am going with the Boneyard match against AJ Styles. We will have traditionalists out there who do not agree with this being an actual match per se, or even anywhere near this list, but the cinematic style, it being his final match, it against AJ Styles, everything was there. All the elements, the pieces, it all just coincided together. It was kind of a perfect storm, and the unholy trinity, as The Undertaker called it, was there. It was everything that you wanted in an entertaining match, and they just showed it on SmackDown, and it apparently broke some SmackDown TV viewership records, which is good. They needed that. It's the one that he wrote off on. Number 3, I'm going with WrestleMania 26 Streak versus Career. Shawn Michaels. I do know a number of people that have this one as number 1. I have this one as number 3. The build to this one, starting at the Slammies the year before, when Shawn Michaels just couldn't stand losing. And I believe that Slammy was for Match of the Year. He couldn't take it. So he took it upon himself to take matters into his own hands and make it as though The Undertaker had to challenge him, had to accept it. And what a lot of people believe as, being the best match that he's ever had. For me, it's number 3. WrestleMania 26, streak versus career, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. Number 2, I am going with WrestleMania 28. This is Triple H number 3, if you were keeping track of how many times they've fought at WrestleManias. Better known as the End of an Era match in Hell in a Cell. So, again, this one, all the elements. You had Undertaker returning, then you had Triple H coming back, and then you got Shawn Michaels running into there after his 2 previous Undertaker matches. You know, it was 3 years of build-up out around this final piece going into WrestleMania 28. You essentially had chapter after chapter after chapter until finally you hit End of an Era. Everything seemed to be lining up, and it really looked as if this could be the end of an era. They built it up as such. Now, we now know WWE likes to ram catchphrases down your throat, so an end of an era, was it really? Now it seems to be over because Undertaker seems to be gone, Shawn Michaels is gone, Triple H, who knows? In my opinion, the best WrestleMania match Undertaker's ever had, and if you're keeping score at home, you know the one that I haven't hit yet is WrestleMania 25. It is the first Shawn Michaels Undertaker match at WrestleMania. It is 30 minutes of just non-stop back and forth super kicks, dives off top ropes. This is the one that's, it's known for 2 different things. One, good versus evil. This is the one where Shawn Michaels came down from the rafters at the stage sets, wearing the white. Undertaker, I believe, came up from the bottom. And this is also known for the image that we constantly see of the Undertaker diving over the top rope, taking out the cameraman, and damn near taking out his neck. So I am with the majority of people that believe this is the best Undertaker match ever and could possibly be in for top 10 match ever in WWE. So, if you're keeping track, here we go. Number 1, WrestleMania 25 against Shawn Michaels. Number 2, WrestleMania 28, Triple H. End of an Era, Hell in a Cell. Number 3, WrestleMania 26, Shawn Michaels, streak versus career. Number 4, Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. Number 5, WrestleMania 14 against Kane. I have 2 honorable mentions on here. First one, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 30. Second one, WrestleMania 24 against Edge when he won the world title. Let's see. Check out down in the comments. Leave some other ones down in the comments that I may have missed. I'd love to get a debate going. If you like what you saw here, hit subscribe, like this video. It helps out a lot. And maybe I'll do the top 5 worst. I'm sure I'm sure everybody believes that one specific one would be on the worst WrestleMania matches Undertaker's ever had. And I'll see you later.